Yo, what's going on, everybody? GZTV back with another video, and we are here to talk about the NBA action that took place on Tuesday. And there's a big elephant in the room with the Lakers being eliminated from the playoffs, possibly having the most disappointing season in NBA history. Disappointing team as a whole, because they're probably not going to be together much longer. I mean, there's a lot of factors that you got to take into account, but anyways, we're just going to talk about all these games. How many games are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They gave us a lot of games, so yeah, 24 teams played. Let's talk about the Sixers and Pacers to kick off the night. My Celtics didn't play. They were one of the 6 teams that didn't play. And Embiid scores 45. Sixers beat the Pacers to pull even in the Atlantic. I don't think anyone really gives a damn about the divisions, but Embiid is actually now the scoring champion as of now. And LeBron didn't deserve it in the first place. To be honest with you, I don't even know if he played enough games. I'm not even hating on LeBron. I genuinely don't think he played enough games. But Embiid had 45 and 13. Tyrese Maxey, great game for the guy, 30. 11 and 14 for Harden. I mean, you skip over to the Pacers here. You saw 21 for Tyrese Halliburton, 25 and 11 for Buddy Hield. I will say he is definitely improving. O'Shea Brissett had a slow night, putting up 4 points in 30 minutes. That's kind of a problem. Let's move on to, well, Celtics play the Bulls tonight. That's pretty nice. Cavs and Magic. Magic trying to sabotage Cleveland's seeding, I guess. I mean, Magic break their 6-game losing streak. They beat the Cavs by 5. No Evan Mobley, I guess you could attribute it to that. But looking at the Cavs, Lauri Markkanen put up 25, 10 and 12 for Moses Brown, an up-and-coming rising star center in this league. I love watching him play. 27 and 10 for Darius Garland, 17 and 13 for Kevin Love off the bench. Not a terrible performance. I just wish Isaac Okoro would be more of a scoring option for them, to be honest. Looking at the Magic, you had 21 and 12 for Mo Bamba. Every bench player had double digits, so that helped a lot. Bras Deckys had 20 out of nowhere. I think he went to Michigan in college. He might have started his career in New York. I remember the guy. He has a lot of acne. That's literally how I know the guy. He used to have, like, maybe he doesn't anymore. He used to have so much acne on his face. That's literally how I remember Bras Deckys. I don't remember what college he went to. I want to say Michigan. Rockets and Nets. Irving scores 42. We had a decent amount of good scores, but obviously the big headline is going to be the Lakers. We will talk about them in a little bit. And by the way, I have 2 singles to react to today. That's awesome. Nets beat the Rockets by 13 to move to the 8th spot. So, I mean, they got a ways to go. I don't think the Nets are able to make the playoffs anymore, actually. I don't know, though. Looking at the Rockets first, we had Sengun putting up 14 and 11. This Rockets team has played their ass off. I'm not going to lie. For being 20 and 60, they are such a good basketball team, guys. Like 36 for KPJ, 30 for Jalen Green. I mean, guys like Gus Matthews definitely holding them back, putting up 4 points in 22 minutes. I don't know. Looking at the Nets, 10 and 11 for Andre Drummond and 42 from Kyrie is about all you're gonna see. So that's nice. Let's move on to Hornets and Heat. Wow, Heat dogged the Hornets. Hero scores 35. That's another good performance for the night. Heat beat the Hornets by 29 for their 5th straight win after some slumps and people overreacting about the rest of their season, including me myself. If you guys saw my previous videos, I was like, are the Heat falling apart? Are us NBA fans, I don't know, us true fans like to overreact about things. It's not even like a casual thing. It's just like, yeah, but looking at the Hornets, Miles Bridges put up 29, LaMelo put up 18 and 14. Mason Plumlee, slow night for sure. He had 4 points in 20 minutes, but it is what it is. I'm going to say it 50 times, can't win it all. But the Heat played a phenomenal game. 27 for Jimmy Butler, 22 for Bam, 35 for Tyler Hero, 21 for Duncan Robinson off the bench, including 7 for 11 from 3. All of his shots were threes, and he made 7 of them. Tyler Hero made 6 threes. That duo off the bench, it's pretty unstoppable. Maybe Duncan Robinson is proving to Spoelstra that he should start over Strus after all. I don't even know. That might be another overreaction yet again. Hawks and Raptors is up next. Siakam is 31 as the Raptors beat the Hawks to clinch a playoff spot. That's a big headline. The Raptors are in the playoffs, not in the play-in, which is big time because they were towards the bottom of the play-in, I think, for a little bit. But looking at the Hawks here, DeAndre Hunter putting up 20, 10 and 14 for Capella, 26 and 15 for Trae Young, 21 for Kevin Huerter. So overall, they played pretty good. I think TLC definitely needs to pick up his game a little bit. He had 7 points in 21 minutes. I don't know, maybe a little more out of him. But no doubt the Raptors played a pretty good basketball game. I mean, 31 and 13 for Pascal Siakam, 19 and 14 for Scotty Barnes. I'm so excited for the new 2K season as well for my team. I might do some grind streams. I'm just kind of talking here and there. I'm just a loose cannon when it comes to this. So we still have a decent amount of games left. Let's talk about Bucks and Bulls. Lopez scored. Look, Brook Lopez scored 28. I don't know how long he's been back, but nice. Bucks beat the Bulls by 21. They clinched the Central Division. Yeah, Lopez put up 28. So Giannis didn't have a great night, but Lopez said, "Screw it, I'm gonna put this whole game in my hands." Drew Holiday had 11 and 13. Looking at the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan had 40, and that's about the end of it. I mean, Caruso was scoreless through 22 minutes. I think it's a big problem. I think Lonzo is sitting out for the rest of the year, so unfortunate for Chicago fans, but it's whatever. Wizards Timberwolves is up next. Porzingis scores 25. The Wizards cruise to a win over the Timberwolves. Yeah, I mean, looking at the Wizards, you can't forget that 21 bomb from my boy Hachimura, 25 from Porzingis, 24 and 12 for Daniel Gafford off the bench, and 11 and 14 for Ish Smith. I mean, they played a phenomenal game, and too bad they're not making the playoffs. No Beal, obviously, that's what you got to attribute that to. But looking at the Timberwolves, I mean, 26 and 10 for Cat, 17 and 11 for D'Angelo Russell. You know, Vanderbilt only putting up 8 points in 20 minutes. That might be I don't know, that's not horrible, I guess, but it kind of is. I don't know, Vanderbilt, kind of the problem there for them tonight. But, last night, sorry. But let's move on to Trailblazers Thunder. Pretty slow game, but it was decent in the end, I suppose. Why are we doing this again? Okay. Hordes, the guy out of the Thunder that came out of nowhere, he had 24 points, 21 rebounds. He lifted the Thunder past Portland, two teams that don't have hope for the rest of the year. I mean, that's not a bad thing, though. There's always next season. I mean, the NBA, dude, this is bad. Okay. My phone is lagging out. No lie, the Trailblazers played a terrible game. I'm not even going to blame this on anybody because the Trailblazers did not play good at all. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about them. They're kind of just a lost cause there. 24 and 21 for Horde, and don't forget, Sar put up 10 and 12 off the bench, so they were in a 7-man rotation compared to the full 10-man rotation that the Portland had, and they still won. That's bad. Looking at Spurs and Nuggets, this Spurs team is awesome. This is awesome. I love the Spurs team. Spurs beat the Nuggets by 19. I mean, are you kidding me? They're 13 games apart. 12 and a half, maybe. They earned their spot in the play-in tournament with this one. DeJounte Murray isn't even playing LA, and they got the play-in spot over you. Let's just look at them, though. 20 points for Keldon Johnson, 14 and 10 for Trey Jones, and 20 for Vassell. The Nuggets, you had 18 and 13 for Aaron Gordon and 41 and 17 for Jokic. I mean, Monte Morris definitely had a really slow night. He had 4 points in 34 minutes, so maybe that's a big problem. I don't know how to resolve that. But Grizzlies and Jazz, we had an OT thriller. This was a pretty good game here. Jazz clinch a playoff spot with a 6-point OT win over the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies' dominant streak comes to an end. I think they won maybe not. I might be wrong. I've been paying attention to college, but it's purely NBA basketball now because we're getting down to the last couple of games of the regular season. The playoffs are starting in 11 days. It's going to be very exciting. But looking at the box score here, Jaren Jackson, Triple J, 28 points, 24 for both of the Joneses are playing at the same time. 24 for him, 23 for Desmond Bane, 11 and 10 for DeAnthony Melton. I just wish Steven Adams would be a little more of a scoring option for them because, yes, he had 13 rebounds, but he only had 3 points, so it's kind of unfortunate. Jazz, what can I say? 22 and 21 for Rudy Gobert. That's monstrous. 20 for Donovan Mitchell, 14 and 10 for Hassan Whiteside. I mean, their big men are playing at a high level. 22 for Jordan Clarkson. What can I say? I can't believe the Grizzlies have 55 wins. That's ridiculous. That's got to be up there with the best of all time for them in franchise history anyways. Pelicans, Kings, yeah, not much to say here. I think the Pelicans clinched their spot a game ago, so it doesn't really matter here. But, I mean, 12 and 12 for Hernan Gomez. Now, let's just go straight to the box score. 12 and 12 for Hernan Gomez. 23 and 12 for Jackson Hayes. I mean, without Valanciunas, they played pretty impressive. 23 for McCollum. I mean, you want to look at this Kings team, 22 for Damian Jones. Damian Jones has been playing some good basketball lately. 15 and 17 for Davion Mitchell. I just wish Justin Holiday would be a slightly better scorer. He only played 18 minutes, which is kind of unfair to say that, but he had 6 points. So I don't know. They got some weird rotation going on in there. Dante DiVincenzo coming off the bench. It's kind of weird. I don't know. For the Kings, Dante coming off the bench. I don't know. Lakers and Suns. Again, this is the big headline. Booker scores 32. The Suns eliminate the Lakers from the playoff race. Lakers are done. You might as well rest every single player. You might as well not even play any more games for the rest of the season. You guys are done. Hold on one second. Let me find something. Man, I wish I could get that vinyl, but no. I already have the CD and stuff for Kyle the Critter. He just released it. It's gonna be sold out instantly, anyways. Looking at the Lakers, though, I mean, 21 and 13 for Anthony Davis. They didn't play horrible. 28 for Russell Westbrook. I mean, you guys were complaining about Russell Westbrook. You Lakers fans were complaining about Russell Westbrook. Now look at you, dumbasses. Um, who's the problem? Avery Bradley putting up 5 points in 18 minutes. They just don't have quality guards out there as a whole in general. I mean, I like Russell Westbrook, but yeah. 22 and 13 for DeAndre Ayton, 32 for D-Book. I mean, yeah, that's all they needed. That's all they needed to win that basketball game. So that's going to do it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, it's been GZTV, bringing you guys the best NBA content. I'm getting ready to listen to 2 singles, and then I'm going to have to get going on my homework. I don't have a lot of time.